I found this solitary bee and I think he's just hatched because he was very static for ages. So I was basically just sat watching him. It was really lovely. Now, violets are not the easiest things to photograph because even though they're tiny, about an inch tall, they still hang their heads and they don't have very symmetrical flowers. And I think when you're using a single specimen subject like this, you don't want it to be too tiny in the frame. What happens when the highlights are too bright is that they burn out and you lose the detail. And yes, I'm sure you've noticed my windows could do with a little bit of a clean because these charming little spots of bokeh are actually my dirty windows. Let's not comment on that, anybody. Once you've got a nice flower like this, shoot it from every angle, shoot it from every possible direction with lots of different backgrounds. It reveals itself to you. So this shadow slider is just invaluable. I think I use it so much, particularly with flowers with dark centers. We've all, maybe we haven't, I have definitely taken my camera to a garden centre because sometimes there are things there that are just lovely and I cannot buy the whole garden centre. I've already spent too much on plants this year as it is, and take the exposure down. And if I take it down enough, those pots begin to disappear. I'm going to create a negative image of this. So I am in the tone curve module and I'm going to bring up this line on the left all the way to the top, and then I'm going to bring the line on the right all the way to the bottom, and that gives me a photo negative image. But at this point I hardly ever leave it in color negative. I actually really like this. It almost feels like a bit of a cyanotype or an X-ray image. Always go big on your crops, because if you end up just taking out little bits of petals, it tends not to work quite as well. There's nothing really yellowy. Note to self, make some more yellow ones. Right, I'm lifting the exposure fraction. Again, push it as much as you can get away with. Little bit of clarity, little bit of contrast, a little bit of vibrance. And that's probably it. So this is a lovely top-down shot. And I always say in my workshops and in my webinars, if you get a circular flower, try it from above because it can get really good results with a square crop. I don't want to add too much vibrance because it will start to look artificial actually after a little while. And I know I always say try not to have harsh sunlight falling on your petals because it creates shadows, but blossom and tulips, for some reason, that they always they just make you feel better when it's sunny.